Hi there. Okay, I need all of you to go over to the new live. So I'm going to write this in here and go to the. Let me see if it's got. So sorry. I don't understand what happened. It was just spinning and spinning and spinning on the other platform. So I had to go to this platform. Let me get into my channel again. There it is. Did you all make it? Oh. Nope, nobody's made it over. Okay, let me copy this. Okay, hi, Sniper Boofy, how you doing? And Linda made it over. Okay, let me go into the other one and drop this link. That's the new live. Yes, I'm gonna have you choose which yarn I'm gonna use to do this. So I switched up. Oh, perfect, Sniper Boofy. Hi, Nick. Yes, you got to go to bed. I know it's late there. So thanks for stopping in. Okay. So what I might have to do is, we'll just, okay, I don't need my phone like I would have if it was going to work in the other platform. Okay, so here are the different yarns. They all have shimmer in them, as you can see. And what I'm going to do for the first thing, so this is Linda, this is actually from after Christmas last year. So this is Premiere. I think I got it on sale from Hirschner's. This is Hirschner's. Their holiday sparkle. This is their which color is this? This is like their vintage one. It's called Sweet Tinsel. So there's that one. And then I have this beautiful like blue metallic. Now this I got in a yarn haul from Next Door. Got 3 of those. And then here's another Hirschner's worsted sparkle. And I love this one so much too, because it's not the traditional. This is the vintage. And then this was their blues. They had solid, all of these in solids as well, the blues. And they all have the sparkle thread running through them. Let me see. They're all acrylics, all of them. Well, acrylics and whatever their different metallic is. So this darker one is called Merry Shimmer. This one that's kind of brighter, more traditional, true, like Christmassy colors, poinsettia or poinsettia. I don't know. What's the correct way to say that? Poinsettia shimmer. If you have cats, please do not have real poinsettias because they are poisonous to them. And cats are, well, my cats will just about eat anything. And this one was, what did I call this one? Sweet Tinsel. This one's called Royalty. And this one is called Frosty. All right. So what? Oh, you've never had cats. Perfect. So you don't have to worry about that. Stayed up 2 a.m. Oh, man, Sniper. Oh, you stayed up to see it happen? It is kind of fun to watch it happen. I watched it happen on Spring Forward, which was probably a bad decision, right? But how's my sound, by the way? Is the sound good? Just making sure. Yay! Yes, Magic Frog. I'm so sorry. That other platform was not working. Let me go in here. Oh, and that's why it's my map blanket, which is, I'll fix all of it later. So glad you made it over, Magic Frog. So these are the yarns that I'm choosing from. That's a more of a green than it looks over there. It's like deep greens, deep reds, more traditional Christmas greens and reds, and then the blues and the, anyway. So yes, the M frog, the MFer, I think, is what somebody calls you. The magic frog. Hello, Naomi. How are you? So the plan is to make little items for, I have a lot of doctors. I like to give little gifts to the receptionist people. Then they like me more and they're nicer to me because, I don't know if you've ever noticed, sometimes they seem to not be the happiest people on the planet, but that's a whole other story. So anyway, yes. Oh. Can you not hear me? If you can't hear me, please let me know. Hi, Andy. Can you hear me? I'm going to type in here. Let me know if you can't hear me. Okay. You can hear me. Yes, this is a Christmas theme. So this is like little gifts I give, little Christmas gifts. So what I'm going to make is the hexi cardi in a very miniature form, and I'm going to turn it into a Christmas ornament. So it's a Christmas sweater, Christmas tree ornament. But for those who don't necessarily celebrate Christmas, maybe they celebrate Hanukkah, or they just prefer these colors, I make these. So I was also thinking I might use her pattern and promote. Okay, so Magic Frog, can you hear me? Okay, good. And then Chuck, hi Chuck. Sorry, and I'm so sorry about the live confusion. If there's more people over here. Okay, Magic Frog, you found me. So what I need to do is I need to edit that one. Anyway, I can wait a minute to do that. Well, no, you know what I'm going to do. Okay. I've never had any problems with that platform until tonight. So yay. Hi, Trish. Oh, 4 p.m. Monday. Nice. So what I'm making is little gifts for staff, sort of like this. What I'm going to use this for is I'm going to put little candies in it. So you could even turn this into, like, the way you sewed it, you could just like put little candies in it and make it like a little treat bag, sort of. But it's going to be, yes, this is cute. This is a cute one. Yes, so it's nice to see you, Trish. Yeah, and sorry about all the confusion. Let me get into my YouTube studio and fix this. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Okay, but I'm going to have you guys pick which one I do this hexi cardi in. It's Naomi, did you hear me say hi to you? I hope so. I was in the middle of a thought. Okay, let me try this, y'all, so that nobody else is in that live. Let me hide it. So need to, no, not that one. Edit. We're going to change it to unlisted. And then that way everybody will come over to this. And I'm so sorry about that. All right. Okay, back to StreamYard. Yes, ma'am, I did. Okay. Yes, Sniper. Because with the ats, yeah. Oh, just Sniper and not the rest. Just Sniper. Okay, got it. It's a habit to call you Sniper Boofy. So Sniper, I'll get it. How many are going to make? Okay, so that's a good question too, Linda. I want to kind of see how I really only want to go on 2 hours because my hubby's home and I'd like to hang out with him. He had drill this weekend, so I'd like to. Hello, Lexi, you found me. That's yes. Hopefully I got everybody over here now. Yes, and sorry about that. Oh, and I had to redo my index fingers, but the orange with the black sparkles is still good, but both of these came off. I don't know if I was just crocheting aggressively because I've crocheted a lot this weekend. But they're fun and they match well enough, right? They're fun. Anyway, start with this one. That would I love this one too. Boofy and oh, okay. Oh, right. And now that's hard. Okay, Sniper, I'll remember that. All right, so here's a cool thing if you did not know about Hirschner's yarn. They always have a center pole. Always, 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 always. And it always has the little tag on it. I love Hirschner's yarn. This is, again, their Worsted Holiday Sparkle. This color is Frosty. I do believe this is available currently. This is a lot of yarn. Hi, Maddie. How is that? How is that? Are you asking about... how is this yarn? Okay, so it's not, okay, so I'll compare these two. The Premier is significantly softer. It's pretty darn close. It's not quite as soft as this one, but it's super close. So if that gives you any perspective. It's almost as soft as this one, which is labeled super soft. I wouldn't call that super soft. It's, maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Okay, I'm just feeling the yarn here. Good timers, right? You can see it's not as plump as that. It's a 92% acrylic, 8% polyester. What's this one? This one is... I have worked with this before, but in solids. And not with metallic, I mean, not with the sparkle. This is 97 acrylic, 3% metallic. So that is softer just because it's mostly acrylic and just metallic, whereas this is acrylic and polyester. So it's probably stretchier. Yeah, maybe not. But like I said, this is, I don't know. I like working with this. Hirschner's Worsted, it's a fairly affordable sparkle option. I think these two cost as much. I think these two cost more than this one, and this is probably 8 ounces. Let's see. Yeah, 8 ounces, 489 yards. This one is 4.23 ounces under 216 yards. So it's definitely not as soft as that. It's almost as soft as this. It works up pretty nicely. Like I said, Hirschner's always has the center pole, which is awesome. So I had to vote for this. I ordered Hirschner. Oh, Lexi, I'm sorry. That is unfortunately something they do because they are a smaller company. That seems to happen with them. Who's the other company that happens with? There's another one. There's another one that periodically happens with because they're just not as big. Oh, actually, no, it's a huge company. It's Yarnspirations is notorious for that, which we saw with Camille, right? But I assume right. Oh, yeah. Oh. This one is so gorgeous, right, Naomi? Magic Frog, honestly, I had not worked with This one's it's so pretty, right? It's so I can't wait to see how the variegation is in doing a little hexi cardi and see. So you had your surgery, Maddie. But Magic Frog Hirschner's, I only started looking at Hirschner's. When did I work with them? Their yarn the first time? About a year ago. I hadn't heard of them. I think Bag a Day Crochet had it. You like the vintage green? How long is the color change? I don't know, Linda. Let's see. Okay. Yep, there it is. Okay. So that is a yard-ish. No, that's 2 yards probably. 2 yards-ish. So fairly long, but not striping. Thanks for asking, because I forgot to check that. Oh, November 20. Oh, you're on crushes until your surgery. I'm sorry, Maddie. Yeah, for sure. Yes, Maddie does crochet. When I had my knee surgery, that's when I did my Totoro. Here, I'll show. Since I'm doing it this way, I can actually show you guys this. I have to get back to the right year. Let me find it. Oh, in the wrong year. Alrighty then. Come on. Where are you? Wait till you guys see my 2022 stuff. I'll show you these. These were my original Christmas sweater ornaments. But we're going to do the hexi cardi and we're going to give this a shot. Yeah, it is. It's definitely a plumper yarn. Let me find. I'm trying to find this for my man. Did this take a lot of concentration, which was probably good. Where is it? Okay, it's got to be coming up. I just saw the front part of it. I have to ask my daughter, but hopefully I have the funniest video to post on Thanksgiving. But have to just double check that my granddaughter is cool, or sorry, that my daughter is cool with it, because it is my granddaughter, but it's from 2022, so she doesn't look the same at all. And it's so funny. Hopefully you guys saw the laughter short. I cannot find this. Why can I not find this? There it is. So that is what I did after my knee surgery using a graph. That's tapestry stitch, Totoro. That's the back. Oh, there you go, Maddie. My ducks are absolutely not in a row at this point. I have no idea where my ducks even are. There you go. Okay, where's the front of that sweater? Anyway, if you pick something that's a little very detailed, the concentration does help you take your mind off of it a little bit. Okay, bye, Sniper. It was nice that you came in. Maddie, you're learning to crochet. Okay, so I think more of the votes were for this. We did have a vote for this, so maybe I'll get to both. Let's check it out. I'm going to use, it calls for, what size hook? An I. That's, I think, what I have. Yes. 5.5. So I'm going to just use what it calls for. Now, again, this is Camille's pattern. And this is her hexi cardi. She did chains instead of a magic ring. She said you could do a magic ring, but I'm not going to do a magic ring because it's going to be hexi cardi. Well, no, it's tiny, so maybe I will. I'll do magic ring. It's fine. So this is how I do it. Cross it over, come with my hook down, then grab it, flip it around, and then grab that working yarn. And there we go. And then make sure I have these facing the same direction. I know I did that really fast, but all right. So in Camille's pattern, she chains 3 here and counts that as a double crochet. So I'm going to follow her pattern exactly, which is very different than any hexi cardi I've done. Not very different, but some details are different. So, but I'm going to follow her pattern because then it's Happy Holiday Challenge entry. Again, y'all should at least enter one thing if you don't have time. Oh, I should say what I'm doing. So I'm doing a total of, well, the chain 3 and 2 double crochets and then chain 3. But it's her pattern. So I'm not doing a tutorial on her pattern, but that's what I'm doing. Standard. I believe that's standard. And with a hexi, sometimes having that chain 3 corner is probably better because it gives it more flexibility or bendiness at, I don't know how to zoom that in. I wonder if I can zoom that in. I don't think I can. Sorry, I thought it was going to be on both. Okay, I need a total of 6 sets. All right. Sorry, Maddie, should I go slower? Would that be helpful to you? I'm doing double crochets, which is that yarn over. And my phone, that's its opinion on things. Okay, there's 3. And 1, 2, 3. I have no idea with my entries. I have no idea how many I've got. I think you have more than me, though. Okay, good. It's already going to have a color change. And that's fine. Because, again, it's like going to be a little ornament. And the 2 sides are not going to match because I am not going to color control for that. I'm probably only going to do 2 rows. Is probably all it needs. We'll see. We'll see how big it is. So altogether, I need 6 sets of these. And I'm not timing this, so I don't know. How long it's going to take. And then I probably don't need this anymore. Like I said, I'll go in and edit here. I believe that's all the way down. Yeah. I'll go in and edit and put all the links and everything. That's 4 sets. Okay. I am making Camille's creations, hexi cardi specifically, because she's Naomi. She's doing something called the Happy Holidays Challenge. That's what she said. And hey, Linda, would you mind dropping Camille's link? I mean, it probably keeps dropping. You could drop her. Yeah, see where it says Camille's channel? That's the channel. It's her thing. If you wouldn't mind. Oops, I forgot to chain 3. If you wouldn't mind dropping her holiday challenge. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more. Okay. Anyway, what she's doing is she's got her tutorials. If you do one of her tutorials, that's an entry. If you do, she's got these 25 free patterns, and they're all written as many of them have videos as tutorials as well, but they're all written in addition to potentially having a video. Okay, I'm going to close that down. Leave a little hole there. Okay, and then I need to find, not that one, that one. Okay, this one. All right, and then I'm slip stitching to that third chain. And then she goes ahead and, does she chain one? Oh shoot, I watched it. And she turns 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do 2 more in the chain space, and then this is going to be a corner. 3. So this looks kind of white, but it is a pale blue. This color right here. Okay, let's see what other cut. Okay, just a. And then what Linda just dropped, that link Linda just dropped, is all about the holiday challenge. So you can enter by, and this is going to be a corner. So we're going to do 3 more right here. So I chained 3, and we're going to do 3 more. But any entries, if you do any of her tutorials, I did a washcloth, and it's my friend's absolute favorite washcloth she's ever used ever, is what she's told me. It's called the Nitty Gritty washcloth or something like that. Now we're not going to do a chain 1 here. We're going to come on over here and do another corner. But you can do as many, not, so like if I do, let's say I do 4 of these, only 1 of them counts. So it needs to be different ones. But I've also made her hat. I made this basket from her Happy Holidays challenge. From her free, you want to look at those 25 free patterns. I made a blanket. If you didn't see this, because it's so cute, not going to be able to really see it, but it's an elf blanket, and I did use the thread in there. I wrapped it around the chenille to give it some extra bling, but this was on the playlist, but as Santa colors, I changed it to elf colors. This tote she did a tutorial for. So that's a really nice big bag, and it's a really nice tutorial, and I like, this was cool. I really liked this detail that she did. So anyway, any of her patterns, any of the patterns on the 25 free patterns, all of those are eligible for entries. And again, it could be just the washcloth. Hi, Jonathan. Oh, which thing did you like? Yes, and Linda, the link that Linda's crochet channel dropped, if you click into that, I will explain it. Plus, it will give you the links to the playlist you need to look at, I believe. And once I get everything copied over from the other live that didn't work to this live, that you can, but yeah, she's giving away some yarn, not her hand dyed, so don't get too crazy excited about it. But anyway, okay, thank you, Linda. There's the playlist. The previous one with the shorter address has the explanation of the contest, but basically you're going to enter. You have until November 30th, and you email to, I'll type this one in. Linda's working her little hiney off over here. Why is it? There it goes. Okay. It's That's where you're going to email. That's not my email. That's her email. That's where you email your pictures of the entries and do say which pattern it is at least. Preferably like, especially if it's hers, she'll know it's hers. I mean, describe it as hers, but if it's from the playlist, please, it's best to tell her what playlist it's from if you can find it. Or, I mean, some of them are obvious, where like the elf blanket, it was obvious which playlist, but I did tell her which pattern I made there. But and anything from her tutorials, and I am following one of her tutorials, just like Linda just said. Yeah. Thank you, Naomi. But yeah, if you want to like click that and then like save to watch later, or click that link so you, or at least you know to go to Camille's Creations, because there's so many things there to choose from. She has, and it doesn't have to be holiday themed. The idea is to just make gifts or gifts to yourself or whatever. So my idea was like, I typically make little Christmas sweater ornaments. So I'm making this hexi cardi, but it will be, I'll turn it into a Christmas ornament, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I might need another row. We're going to see. We're going to see how this seemed like a longer color change, maybe because it wasn't the first. That's all right. Kind of interesting looking. Oops. I can count to 3 sometimes. All right. How many of you all have that trouble? I definitely do. Counting can be hard. Even when you're a math teacher for over 20 years. Oh, you don't have anyone to give. Okay, so Linda, do you your postman or I'm trying to think of who else. Like I said, I try to have small gifts for random people, like your cashier at the grocery store, or if you have a delivery person, like if you don't have your food delivered, or just like little gifts like this, or random acts of kindness or whatever, because I know some people do that too, but they need to be little if you're going to like do random stuff like that. I mean, like I said, it can be a gift to yourself. I still haven't decided what I'm doing with the elf blanket. It might be going to my Secret Santa through Armchair Chef. She will put that out. I think she said this week she'll put something out about Secret Santas if you're interested in that. I know Naomi. I can't. Yeah, that's true. That is gifting, right? It won't be at this particular season, and it doesn't need to be. And that was part of the reason she called it Happy Holidays Challenge, because it's not just one holiday. It could be any holiday. It doesn't have to be a holiday, right? Like a very merry unbirthday to you, to me. Okay, Andy, you're gonna go do your thing. I'll be there when I'm done. I'm gonna try to be done by 9:30. We're already 40-ish. Well, I don't know. Let's see what it says. 35, because I had the problems. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with my Streamlabs and fix that. She does have the video out. Okay, did it come out today or yesterday? I have been in my own world the last couple days. Okay, so this is Camille's hexi cardi tutorial. But obviously, if you were making it for a human to wear. Okay, yeah, that's big enough for an ornament, right? So now I need to make another one. Okay, I'm gonna do something here. So I did go ahead and chain. I'm gonna go ahead and go through that stitch and come to the other side. I gotta make sure I got the right stitch count here. Hold on. Okay, and I'm going to just go ahead and attach it now. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to make it work. So that I don't have to do that later. But yes, Linda, you definitely, you gift stuff, and you were able to gift stuff for your collab with Live Fantastical, so that worked too. But again, it doesn't, she said it could be gifts to yourself. It could be, you know, whatever. I have so many people in my life that I try to. So there's the first part of the hexi cardi, and I went ahead and stitched it. I'll worry about my tail in a little bit. All right. Now I probably did that inside out. Yeah. Let's flip it. All right. So now that a seam is on the inside, and there's a neck hole. Not that there needs to be, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to turn it into an ornament, like I said. Yeah, okay, so we need to email her. Thank you. I will, because I already have some things I've accumulated for that purpose. I definitely am not going to send the elf blanket to, I have an international one that I'm doing as well, but that is, I don't know if you can tell, but this is, even though it's just a lapgan size, this is a heavy blanket, because that is bulky 6 yarn, I believe, and that's heavy. So that is not going, it's not going elsewhere. Yes. Oh, thank you, Linda. Linda posted the live where Armchair Chef Lori talked about it. Oh, that's going to need, well, it's all right. I'll make it work. All right, let's do the other side. Do I want to have white on the center? Let's see. Oh my gosh. There we go. Finally got some gray. I might go ahead and start with the gray then. Let's see how long that is. Or do I need some white? Ooh, that is long. Okay, I'm going to need some white for some color breakup. All right. Well, long. Let's see just that. Just what's left is, so maybe it is more like a striping is 2 yards. Maybe it was just that first one that was short. Okay, let's do. Okay. So I'm going to create a yarn script. Oh no, I need to do a magic circle. All right. That's the working yarn. Oh, I did something wrong. Oh, I didn't use blanket yarn, but yeah, if you don't have fat yarn. And 2 together may or may not be. I think she held 2 together. I don't know. It's whatever. Let's try not to mess up the magic circle this time. Okay, I got it this time. Hopefully that's big enough. I'll make it bigger. All right. I won't count that chain because I really pulled it down tight. All right. I cut my yarn. Yeah, I know. Shocking, right? I cut my yarn with no hesitation, and I'm going to have all of this to cut off. Well, I guess I didn't cut off as... That's all right. I thought I had more that I was... I know. It's in... I say it's against my faith to cut my yarn. I'm just kidding. I really try to minimize my I did color control with that scarf with sleeves. Let me switch that to all. I feel like I'm missing stuff. Okay. Yeah, so what we'll do is when I get this other side, I'll attach it. I'm not going to make you watch me sew in ends. And then we'll make a loop that goes across here. That hangs, that makes it so you can hang it. I'll worry about ends later, like I said. But yes, I'm neurotic about cutting my yarn. I hate cutting my yarn. It's more, yeah. Unless I think I can use it as scrap, which I definitely can for amigurumi stuffing. That's usually what I use my cut yarn for. So I have to do 6 of these. You just did it. Way to go, Maddie. Good job. That's the first step. That is a very important step. Doing a chain. Let's all congratulate Maddie. I have a duck somewhere in here, partially started from Vima's crochet. And that made me think of you, Maddie. Sorry, it's not very close up, but yes, this is Camille's hexi cardi tutorial. Again, anything you make, as long as it's different. Like, again, if I was to make one in this color that Lexi likes, if I make another one, which I will make several of these little guys, but I have another idea for when I finish this. I'll show you how to make something else of hers into an ornament. This is the kind of thing you could leave. I know people like to leave little cards with random acts of kindness or whatever. That's another thing you could do with these. Okay. This sure would make a beautiful hexi cardi though, right? It would be very striped, as it turns out, though. It is pretty long color change. Ugh, I need to pull this down a little tighter. It's too loosey-goosey there. Okay. Sorry, it's not closer up in the other system. Like I said, I had it all kind of zoomed in and everything, and would have been easier to see. One more. Almost made that cardi ornament today. Hi, Breezy. How are you? So, other challenges. I haven't decided what I'm doing for. I have one of my daughter's friends, the one I made the animal blanket, the frustrating animal blanket. Sorry about how that hand gesture might look later. I apologize. But she wants a turkey. So I might crochet her a little turkey. What she asked for a candy corn, so I'll do that for her too. Because all that stuff's easy. Not candy corn, the actual candy, to clarify. Okay. Oh, I'm like, why is that so wide? Because I didn't pull it down. You got to close your magic circle. Okay. Now, again, with the hexi cardi, you kind of want a little bit of a hole there. Just it makes the fold a little easier. Okay, I need to turn and do 2 more. And again, I'm not doing the tutorial because it's Camille's tutorial, but I'm showing you a different way you can use her tutorials or her 25 free patterns to get, to get your entries in her Happy Holidays challenge, and just to have little gifts on hand. Again, you can give these to just about anybody. That is maybe in your life. Like I said, I'm in lots of doctor's offices, so I like to give them to the receptionists. But if there's another place that you go, or like I said, if you do Instacart all the time, or you do DoorDash, or you just have them on hand to give to a cashier at the grocery store, or like Linda, you have, when your community does their garage sale, or if you do a garage sale, you can have a free table of little gifts, which is very nice. Here's everybody's weather. Let's see what the weather's looking like. 52, 44. Ooh, Linda, it's cold there. Live Fantastical. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Sorry, I didn't clarify if that was for Live Fantastical. You made a magic ring? Way to go, Maddie. That's great. And you saw that I've made a million magic rings and I still make mistakes on them, and you got it. That's good. For some people, that just does not come naturally. In Camille's pattern, she shows chaining 4. Now, if I was making this for myself, I probably would do that again to create a little more of a hole here in the center. I don't want that much of a hole for this, but because it makes it fold a little nicer when you have a little bit of a hole. So I would, if you're going to make an actual cardigan, use her tutorial and do the chain. I think she did a chain 4 instead of the magic ring. So Maddie, I think, in my opinion, oh, what am I doing? I'm being silly, not paying attention. All right, doing a double crochet. If you have the magic ring, try to put some stitches in there. Do you know how to do a single crochet? Do you need to see how to do that? Because I'd be happy to show you. Yeah, it's hard to, and it's not super. I probably tried 30 or 40 times, and it's honestly because of amigurumi that I kept at it. Because with amigurumi, it really helps. And now I can even do the double magic ring, which is like, it never comes loose. Like this is going to come loose. So I may need to stitch that a little bit once I'm all done. Not that this will get wear and tear, because it's just going to hang somewhere on somebody's tree somewhere, or wherever they want it. But, oh, that reminds me, I have to make some appointments. Oh my goodness. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, you're moving to Tucson. I did not know that. Oh, Joy's trip around the trip. That's a great blanket. You know, it's behind me from Jennifer Wysocki. I have that blanket. She made it in all the pinks. That's a great blanket tutorial. That's another yarns tutorial. But it has to be a written pattern or Camille's tutorial for this particular contest. Armchair Chefs is a unique pumpkin. That's her November. I have a really funny idea, and I think I'm going to be able to use my Centro, so I think I'm going to be able to get it done. I don't know. I have not fully decided yet. Okay, right there, I think. Okay, slip stitch, chain, fold it. No, how do I want it folded? That way. That way.
That's what she said.
Okay. I'm going to do this a little different. Say want it inside out for the moment. Or will it still? I don't know. Why is my brain? My brain is saying, what are you doing, man? I'm going to turn it inside out. I'm not trusting myself here at the moment. Okay. It's because I'm trying to do multiple steps at once. Let's see if I can actually get this to work. Oh, if you go to the dentist a lot, your hygienist and or the front desk people, because how many people actually enjoy going to the dentist? Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people enjoy that. Okay, now turn it inside out. And let's make sure I actually did that right. Yes. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is actually slip stitch it back to the center. Again, this would not be the way you would sew this together for. Well, maybe you would. Okay, now inside out. Okay. It's pulled tight. I don't want that. All right. Now I've got that loop. So I'm going to go along the back here. I'm going to slip stitch some more. Oh, I did not get that tight enough. Ah. Okay. Now that's going to just have to do. Okay, and I'm in this chain space. So what I'm going to do now yes. Exactly, Linda, the folding stuff. Yes. And yes, definitely feel free to drop your channels anytime you want. So yeah, I'm glad you like it. Sorry, I was not looking at chat at all. The yarn thing, possible magic ring, is on your community page. Yes. I've got the magic ring. I've got the double magic ring and I think the regular magic ring, I think. Oh, you posted it on my community page. Oh, awesome. I will check that out. Okay, so the folding stuff is a nightmare. I don't know why it's so, to get the hexi cardis to fold properly is so hard. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to chain a little bit here. because I'm now at that point. That doesn't look long enough yet. You want to make it sure it's long enough to put on a branch. So I slip stitched over. Now I'm going to connect there. A little bit more. I'm not counting or doing anything like that. This is how you turn it into an ornament, and then we're going to be able to just sew it together down the back. All right, so now we're going to slip stitch into that side. Now I'm going to put them together. We'll try to grab just a single loop. Let the back loop, yeah. Yeah. Will this look perfect? Nope, 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 nope. But that's okay. Doesn't have to be. It's a thought that counts, right? All right. But this is really cute, this colorway. We didn't get a lot of the blue, unfortunately, but so it was more of a striping than I realized, which is fine. And again, this is not how you would put. Please follow her tutorial if you're going to make a real hexagon cardigan, so that you sew it together properly. But like Linda said, the folding thing is, it's fun, right, Naomi? As a little ornament. Like I'll probably throw one of these in my Secret Santa too. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how that looks. Now, normally we would leave that open, but this is, because it's going to need to hang, I'm going to actually go ahead and close the front here. So we're going to turn it inside out for a sec. Get all this extra yarn out of the way. We're going to turn it inside out. All right. And we're going to sew it together. Yep, I'm going to have to slip stitch on over there. Now, if you wanted to turn this into, like, I showed this mini stocking, a Magic Frog. Okay, you take care of yourself, Magic Frog. Have a good evening. Oh, see, I'm glad you're liking it. Let me click down there. Have a lovely evening, Magic. I'm thinking about you. So if I wanted it to be sealed up, or like be like something that would hold, like you could make an advent calendar of little things and then like stick the candies in there. You could close the bottom. I'm not going to close the bottom. I'm just going to slip stitch in the gray side here. Lots of slip stitching tonight, which uses a lot of yarn, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. You probably did. Most of you are very experienced crocheters. Let me go in the back, actually, because I'm on the inside here. All right. So the question is, how long does it take? Well, it took me longer than it should have, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay. Now we're going to slip stitch into both. Then try to grab a back loop there. And a back loop there. Here, a loop there, a loop everywhere, a loop, loop. All right. Oh, I think I'm grabbing the wrong one there. I think I want that one. Yeah. All right. And again, you would not normally sew this side together, but for the purposes of being an ornament, that's what we're going to do. And just kind of also, like I said, it's a way to think outside of the box. When you're looking at somebody's pattern, you can make like you can turn it into something else. Okay, I'm happy with that length. I'm gonna, before I cut the yarn, I'm gonna actually make sure it looks right. Let's turn it back right side out. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. That's my loop. Let's ignore my loop for the moment. Oh, I need to go up higher, don't I? Yeah. I probably should do a couple more stitches. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Very cute. I need to stretch this sleeve. I don't know what I did when I was slip stitching there. Stretch that sleeve a little bit. You think it needs to be, should I, is that good with that little V opening like that? What do you think? Oh, that's cute. Linda, you're so funny. I shouldn't use too much yarn. I don't want to run out. Oh, if you know me, you know why she's saying that. Now, I am gifting a lot of my yarn, but my apparently my sister has watched a few of my videos with my dad, so because she lives there in Oregon with him, and she said to my dad, she goes, "Hey, look at this video." He goes, "Yeah, that's Lori," and she's like, "Look behind her," and so she was pointing out the yarn that's behind me. You all know that's just my cotton yarn. And I told my sister that, and I'm like, I'll send you a picture. And I still don't have my Shannon Another yarn put away. That last batch. Some of that is being gifted. Some of that I just have to figure out what I'm doing. Because there's a lot of wool there. And not superwash wool. But anyway, that's the whole thing. So yeah, okay. I think it's good to tie off. Let me flip it back around. Yes, and I wouldn't want to waste my yarn. I'm a miser with my yarn, but not that I don't share. I just really try not to have extra waste if I can help it. And then this needs a fair amount to cut off. Yay. See, I actually cut off a strip. I will do it if I have to. I have a lot of sewing in ends. Yes. So this is, like I said, an idea for y'all. A way you can make a quick little present that's so cute and so unique. But yeah, it's a Christmas sweater ornament. And I have a lot of ends to tie in. Sorry, I keep thinking the camera's lower than it is. So yeah, I am happy with that. Okay, that's number one. And according to this, it's been an hour. Yikes. But again, I was kind of instructing, and that should be a long enough loop, and it's pretty stretchy to get around a branch. But there you go. I don't know why that looks so gappy. I must have done something wrong right there. That's all right. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. What the heck did I do there? I did something weird there, for sure. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Anyway. Okay. So, Lexi, are you still here? This was another thought. We can do another one of her patterns. We'll use this one. We use this vintage, what is it actually called? Sweet Tinsel. Oh my gosh, I need to tell you all about my Halloween fail. So I normally get between 30 and say 75. Hi, Rachel. How are you doing? I'm doing I just made this using Camille's hexi cardi tutorial. I messed something up right there, but whatever. It's fine. And I turned it into a little miniature Christmas ornament. I obviously have not done anything with my ends yet, but I showed how you could just turn that into a Christmas ornament, and then this could be an entry in Camille's Happy Holiday Challenge. I might add some link down here. I don't know. It's a little bit of a crop top, but that's all right. Rachel, and remember, you can email me and let me know if you've watched all of the yarn. Let me know what you're interested in. Oh, so sorry. But I already have a bag gifting to somebody else, but it's all skinny yarn. Okay, good night, Naomi. I don't know about anybody else, but it sure feels an hour later than it is. Right? All right, so I'm going to make her hat pattern. And you can see how much I like to leave tails. And I'm going to turn this into an ornament too. Okay. So that one's, it's half double crochet, right? And I'm going to do it as a foundation. Let's see how tall this hat needs to be. Oh, right. It does. It feels late. It's because of the dang time change. It definitely feels an hour later than the clock says, because to our bodies, it is an hour later. I'm doing it as a foundation half double crochet. So this is her hat pattern. Again, all of this will be linked later because I had to switch platforms. So I'm going to show how to make her little hat. I've already entered the hat, so I don't think this would count. So, oh my gosh, you got to get it all the way yarned over. How many of you crochet vertically like this? Do you crochet vertically the whole time or just on the foundation? I want to know. I probably should pay attention to how many stitches I'm doing, but you know. Hi, Lana. Lana saying hi to everybody. Oh, it's Izzy. Izzy, I missed you, and you get to actually see me crocheting. Hooray. I'm so sorry I missed you, Izzy Pop. I'm so glad that Lana Nana Banana said hello. So I knew to look back. Magic Frog had to go. That's Maribel. And you're watching on the TV. So you got everybody. You said hi to everybody. And thank you for saying hi to everybody. And again, thank you for saying hi to Izzy specifically because somehow I missed her. And she actually gets to see me crochet because she was so funny because in one of her lives when I popped in, she said, I only ever see you doing your nails. Because that's my only pop-up lives are nails, for the most part. No, we'll go a little bit longer. And so what I'm making is I'm going to make, to go with this ornament, we're going to make a little hat ornament. All right. How many is that? We'll do one more. All right. So again, this is Camille's pattern. I've already entered her hat. So did she chain one or did she do it chainless? I don't remember. Linda, do you remember if she did it a chain or a chainless on the turn? Oh, it's all right, Rachel. It's all right, Rachel. It's just, yeah. If you want wool that's not particularly soft wool, but it's nice, high quality wool, send me that email and I will you will get a lot of wool. And weights of yarn too, like, would be good too. You don't remember either? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and chain one. We do. Oh wait, back loop, Lori. I'm talking to myself. And yes, and then there's that Armchair Chef Lori's link if you're interested. Earlier on, Linda dropped the link where Armchair Chef talked about Secret Santas and that you should email her if you're interested. You need to have some tea here in a second. So this is half double crochet back loop. See, this one's long. This is a long beginning color. Let me see if that was 10. Did I only do 9? No, there's 10 there. Sorry, my bad. I can count. Yeah, Linda, the third loop is my favorite. Doing this in the third loop was a flippin' nightmare. Now, doing in the third loop with this hook and yarn that wasn't super fat, this was fine. Doing the third loop on this, nightmare. I was cursing the pattern. But then it wasn't the pattern, so, you know, this pattern's great and easy. Back loop is no problem. Third loop, pain in the butt. Let me just show you what Linda's talking about. So if you pull apart a half double crochet, you can see this loop right here. That's not part of the V. So if you're going to do third loop, you have to go in and then underneath that and then grab it and then pull through. But that shrinks up your yarn too. I mean, it makes it a crazy yarn eater. Okay, I think it's lightening up a little bit, this green. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I don't know how many rows I need to do. It's just kind of an eyeball it. Again, I will link her pattern afterwards, and I'm so sorry that I had everything all set up so nice, and now it's just, that's what I thought. I just had to make sure. Okay. And this yarn is the same. This is Hirschner's. It's again, it's not super soft yarn, but it's nice. It's pleasant. My cat just, what do you need, Missy? What do you need, Missy Miss? Where are you? Come on up. Come on up. I don't know what she needs. She might come up. We'll see. Earlier, she was right under the camera. Come here. Come here. Do you want to jump on here? I don't know. I don't know what she wants. She just wanted to let me know she's there, I guess. Oh, she's scratching on the carpet. What are you doing, cat? Could you all hear that? Her scratching on the carpet. This is the cat room and craft room. That's what I like to call it. Come here, kitty. If you want to come up, you can. Come here, kitty. She jumped up in the other chair. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. She's coming. You're about to see Missy. There she is. She's saying hello to everybody. I agree. Oh, you know what? I might, Linda. I might have a white sparkly palm, actually. Yeah, from the Dollar Tree, even. Yes. Yes, the kitty. Thank you for the kitty in the box. Missy is saying hello to everybody. So funny because Flynn never comes up on the lives, right? I can think of one time he came up during the live. Or was that? Yeah. That was a while ago. And he has to be in all my pictures. Like, he's so funny about that. But Missy here, she loves to be in the lives. But she's completely around. You want to come down? No, you're going to sit there? Or come down. Yep. Come down on the pillow. Come on. There's a good girl. There's a good girl. That's my good kitty. Such a sweetheart. Anyway. She's not like Russ's kitty from it. Oh, yes, Lana, go ahead and do that. Yes, hooks 247. Yes. You're welcome to drop that anything. Oh, Linda, that night or that couple of days I was working on that pattern, I was like, oh my God, this is taking me forever. And Missy is on my lap now. So that is why you're seeing her tail. What are you trying to get? What are you trying to get there, babe? Missy Miss? Oh, she's just on the pillow and she's very comfortable. Okay. I have a boppy on my lap for crocheting, but it's definitely not as good as a Volare pillow in terms of positioning or height, but it is kind of nice to rest my elbows on. Anyway. All right. So I'm going to make a bunch of these rows. Yeah, we got a lot more to do. Okay, get comfy. Get comfy. She's like, no, I want to wag my tail. Let everybody know I'm still here. Yes. Sweet girl. She is a sweet little cat. But not when it comes to food. Not so sweet. She will take food right out of your hand. Particularly if it's chicken nuggets. I don't know if it lightened up or not. Thought it did, but it's not looking like it. Enjoying the random cattail there. She's so funny. All right, let me try to keep up on that. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Wow. And I might see if I can figure out how to. Oh, I think I have to be in YouTube to do that. I was going to say, well, no, people have done it. I'll figure out how to send everybody over to Crafty Witch. When we're done, let me see. I feel like I didn't do enough, or I did one to me. And I'm not counting on out loud on purpose because other people could be counting and working. So I already finished this. I turned a little hexi cardi pattern into an ornament. Obviously, the ends are not woven in, but into a little ornament with this yarn right here called Frosty from Worsted Holiday Sparkle Yarn from Hirschner's. All right. Oh, you know, it helps if you do the right stitch, which would be a half double. I need a yarn over first. Okay. So I'm doing, now I'm going to make a tiny little hat. And if I can find one of those sparkly palms from Dollar Tree, which is definitely where I got them, I will put one on the top here. I'm going to get this done. So this is Camille's Creations hat pattern. There, it's starting to change color. And then it went straight to white. All right. And that's a white. That's a very white color. So this is going to be kind of half and half, I think. Yeah, so this yarn is called, I keep forgetting the name, Sweet Tinsel. So this is out of their, what did they call it? Vintage Christmas? Victorian Christmas? I think it's vintage Christmas, but it's kind of got the more muted tones. But I love their holiday sparkle yarn. They're great colors. I have other colors too that we can use and do other things. I have a random straight pin here. Okay. That's weird. Where did that come from? Okay. All right. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to show how to make a little tiny hat with Camille's Creations hat pattern she did with bulky yarn. But really the pattern works for any yarn. This is not bulky. This is a worsted weight 4. It's a middle of the road, maybe slightly thin 4 is how I would call it. Let me see. Yeah, these colors are great. And thanks for the idea there. Yeah, I need about twice as many as I have right now. So since I'm just making the miniature versions, something about Hirschner's yarn, it always has a center pole. Scully Papa is live too, so I will have to. Let's try to go about 40 more minutes. That should be plenty of time for me to do this hat. There's a weird random gray spot there. I suppose that happens sometimes. So this white has random speckles of other colors in it. So there's some reds and some greens. All right. So, Lisa, if you didn't know about Camille's Creations Happy Holidays Challenge, you can make any of her tutorials. You can make anything from her 25 free patterns lists, and you can enter it into her contest, her Happy Holidays Challenge. How am I doing? I'm doing fairly well. I finally got Botox for my migraines on Monday. And other than the time change, I think I'm doing pretty decently. My head's a little wonky today, but I woke up kind of, well, again, I think that's the time change. Because I have been sleeping so much better since I got that. Again, I don't understand why anybody would do that cosmetically. Hi, Tina. How are you? And there's Camille. Hi, Camille. So there it is. Camille, I haven't woven in ends, but there's the hexi with this frosty yarn. And now I'm doing a little miniature hat with this yarn. Sweet Tinsel. I have to remind myself every time. Sweet Tinsel is this color. So we're going to do a mini hat, and Linda suggested I put one of those Dollar Tree pom-poms on the top. And I think that's a brilliant idea. I just need to find, I have a little baggie full of them. I have green ones and I have white ones, and they have sparkles in them. So I must have gotten them at Christmas time. It's possible I gave the bag to my granddaughter though, because she loves those things. But I might have kept them so she has something to play with. But I might not have, because her brother will eat anything. He's a little better now. He still loves to eat chalk though, that child. Oh, the blue? Yeah. This blue yarn. Oh, you've been watching on the TV, so you saw it good. Yeah. People who already had to go. I don't know if Chuck is still here. I know it's kind of late. Yeah, this colorway is gorgeous. The frosty. And the sparkle's nice, but there is a disadvantage with, sparkle yarns done this way, because it is that thread wound around. Let me show you. You can see it right here when I say there's a disadvantage to it. So can you see? Oh, can you see that? I got to get real close. See how it's separating itself off? So that's the disadvantage to that. Not usually an issue in your projects, but shows why it's really important to leave enough to weave in your ends, because you don't want that too close to your actual project. And I definitely made some kind of mistake right there. It should not have a big hole there, but it's fine. It's still cute. And I was talking all the ways you can gift that Chuck is here. Okay. You are here. Wonderful. Like all the people that you could randomly like make their day just giving them something like this, a little ornament that's not overly, it's certainly not, it's more winter specific than holiday specific. They could hang it on their rear view mirror or whatever, you know what I'm saying. So these are good random gifts when you take Camille's pattern and turn it into little minis. I literally have no count of how many I've put in, but I've emphasized this one won't go in because this one's I've already turned in the hat, so it's a repeat. But I wanted to, okay, this looks like it's going to be enough. All right, it's about half and half. These runs are definitely a little longer than I thought, so more of a striping and not so much a variegated, which is, works for this. That's kind of cute. Maybe it's not big enough. Let me look at that again. We may need to go a couple more rows. Let's see. I guess that's big enough. Yeah, that's big enough. All right. Oh, see, it came all off of there. So annoying. That's the only thing I do not care for about. Okay, and it's back loop and back loop, right? And then it looks like another ridge, I think. Let's see if I remember right. And turn it inside out. Back. Well, I guess it's front and back. Really what I'm doing, right? And then we'll turn it inside out. Well, we gotta cinch it up at the top too. All right, let me check my chat. Oh, thank you, Camille. That's so sweet. How are you doing, Tina? Was it you that was saying you did a market and you did really well? I can't remember if it was you. You sell stuff at markets. Am I remembering right? Or if I lost my mind, which is totally possible too. Yes, exactly, Linda. I am too. I'm like, it's feeling close to midnight. It is not even close to midnight at all. But like I said, 30 more minutes. But Linda, if you need to go, I get it. That's this time change, man. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cut some yarn. I know Linda was in shock when I cut my yarn. I gotta get a yarn needle so I can cinch this down, and then I'll turn it this way, and we'll see the little hat. Oh, hopefully I left my. We'll see. Hopefully I left myself enough. Yarn to. I don't know what I did with my little needle holder, so I'll just grab one of these. Because I should have left enough to crochet a little loopy like that. We'll see. We might have enough. I don't know if this is how you all do it. This is how I do it when I'm cinching. Linda was teasing me about the third loop. That was funny. Yeah, I was feeling about that, how I felt about the animal blanket. But then it wasn't. And then this back loop only is easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right. Okay, that's cinched down really well, actually. Better than if it was a big hat, right? A real person size hat. Okay. Now I'm going to put this down through. Oops, I missed a little. Go in the center, Lori. Okay. Turn this back outside. And you could even have a brim on this. Yeah, it's still cute. This one maybe looks, I probably should have gone a little wider to get a brim, but let's make a, I'm going to use a smaller hook. I've got plenty. That's tiny. I don't want that small. Oh my gosh. Definitely not that one. Do you see how small that is? Not that one. Oh, I'll just grab this. No, that's not small. Okay, we'll just grab one of these random bamboo ones. Okay, I have no idea how big is this. 4 millimeters. That'll be fine. I'm going to kind of create a chain here. I don't know how many. Nope, it needs more. So I probably barely have enough yarn. We'll make it work. So the brim, okay, I just need to fold a little smaller. The brim made it look cuter for sure. What I might do is use this tail and kind of like Okay, there we go. There, that looks perfect. That looks perfect. Okay, one more chain. That should be enough. Yeah. And then we'll go cinch it off. Where's my yarn needle? Did I put it away? No, here it is. All right. And I could still stick a pom-pom there easily. I'm just going to go on the other side a little bit. My cats are getting mad at each other. I don't know what that's about. Maybe they're upset with the time change as well. All right. All right. Ah, come on, get in there. So this is very cute. Again, it's clearly a striping yarn as opposed to a variegated because the runs are pretty long. I guess that would only be like one stripe, right? I don't know, or one row. So cute, right? So now we have like an outfit. We have an outfit. A Camille's Creations ornament outfit. It's for Linda, it's for my tiny head. It almost fits. No. That's funny. Yes. It would fit Pooh Bear. Well, it's too big for Pooh Bear. Well, it kind of fits Pooh Bear. There we go. And his little tiny body in the sweater. There we go. Do mittens. Oh, do you have a mittens pattern? Do you have a mittens pattern? Yes, this pattern here, this is so easy. So you just do half double crochet, back loop, and then when you get it, so I believe Camille, no, but I should. Okay, if you have a mittens pattern, I'll totally do that. Maybe that'll be my next Sunday. I'll find a little mini mittens pattern, or Camille will throw something together. So it's half double crochet, back loop only. She did it in bulky yarn. Let me pull this down. Let me pull down the one I did in a real human size. What's crazy about this hat, the way she's written the pattern, this literally, it fits me. It's a little, it's a little large on me, but it fits my husband just fine too. It's very stretchy, but not like you can see how much it can stretch. So, but it does fit on my tiny head. It is a little stretched out from my husband wearing it. It is for this. I made this for somebody specifically, but we haven't given it to him yet. It'll be a little while. Probably the middle of December it'll go to who I made it for. But that's the same pattern. Look at that. So that's the same pattern. But this is definitely big on me. This one. But I could wear it. Like, it's not like so big that it's ridiculous. But I love the mini version. Too cute. You see, I used some of that green yarn that I kind of needed for my elf project. But this is funny with Pooh Bear in there. We're going to do that again because that's hilarious. But yeah, it's a great hat pattern, Lisa. Camille or Linda, if you want to drop the link to the hat pattern, that would be amazing. I know Linda was thinking maybe she was headed to bed, but if she's still here, or Camille, I know it looks like you're in the chat at the moment. But I could find you one. I can make you one. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Like I said, for next Sunday. we'll add a mini mittens. A mini mitten. Because again, these are, the other thing you can do with these is you can make it like for advent calendars. Well, the hat would have to be upside down, but I'm going to just do that. I'm going to tack this brim down a little bit. I got to take off the Hirschner's Easy Start. Again, love Hirschner's, always center pull. They always have it. Their branded yarn. I can't speak for their other brand, the other brands they sell. But I'm just going to pull that through. Okay. This is not actually weaving in my ends. This is just me using it to tack down that brim a little bit. Okay. Okay, what other mini do you have? Yes, this is so darn cute. Let's put it on this side so you can see that. But like I said, you can make these little minis and give them to, your coworkers, or you could give them to like cashiers or your cashier at the grocery store, or because this time of year is stressful for people in retail in particular, or your postman, or postal worker, I should say, postal carrier. Must be as gender neutral as possible and accurate to what they're called. I can't really do that because mine's a bank of boxes, but I used to, at my townhouse, I had a mailbox. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. Oh, the mini stocking. Let me show you the mini stocking. Yes, right here. Here's the mini stocking. I already have the mini stocking. Thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate it. That's and hopefully this was inspirational for you guys to go do, at least get one entry into Camille's Happy Holidays challenge. But like I said, it's like this one has purpose. I'm going to put little candies in it, and it's going in one of my Secret Santas. So I need to make another one of these. I didn't do the heel properly on this one. I now know how to do the heel because I did a different one of her patterns. So I could do this more correctly again, but for my American Secret Santa, I chose these colors specifically for the person it's going to internationally. Yeah, this one's so cute. This is a turtle trunk, but it is in Camille's the large size one is in Camille's Creations 25 free patterns Christmas decorations, I think. Christmas decor, maybe. But yes. I'll have to, what did I ask? I thought she asked me for something, but hubby was talking. Oh, I asked if you could drop the hat pattern. Oh, Linda dropped the hat pattern. Linda took care of it. So Lisa, there's the hat pattern, what Linda just dropped, so that you can get that. Oh, and you're working on Christmas towel toppers. See, this would be a cute towel topper too. Make it look like a little hat somehow. I don't know how that would work. I've seen so many variations. I don't know. And Lisa, I missed it because a long time ago I asked you a question and then I didn't watch for the answer. Puffy pants. That would be really funny. Yes, the palm. Yes, Linda suggested the palm, so the palm could still easily go on there, and it would be real cute. Oh, I didn't tie that in there. That's just living out there free. And I put the needle away. I have a nice little container of darning needles, but oh, nice. And there's a hole in this bag now. Cool. All right. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to Come down the side. Come on, I'm sorry. You guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to come down this side. I'm going to poke through on that brim. I'm going to do the same thing with this white so that that brim stays in place. Okay. You wouldn't need to do that on a normal hat. Okay. This is an example of how I don't like cutting my yarn and starting new yarn. I do it as little as I possibly can. So there you go. Now that brim is all the way tacked down. I need to push that back in. Ugh, I'm off screen again. Sorry, I keep pushing way up high. I'm so sorry. I didn't tutor today, which is good. I'm usually tutoring about every other week with her right now. And when she misses a day, it's of school. That seems to be when she's in rough shape. But she picks it up really quickly. I'm tutoring let's see, she's a 7th grader now, but she's in a hybrid 7th/8th grade math. Or maybe it's just straight up 8th grade. I get confused. I think last year was 6, 7, and I think this is 8. I don't know. She's in a college prep school in a different state, so it's all virtual tutoring. It's interesting. It's been interesting for my brain to tutor someone at that level because I taught high school for so long. Like, so you don't think about some of those basics in the same way. So that's been good for my brain to kind of think it through. Anyway. So yes, the hat, too flippin' cute. As a little ornament, so cute. And then the pom-pom, I could probably hot glue the pom-pom on. I don't normally hot glue stuff onto my projects or my crochet, but I might do that for that. And I like the way the little hexi cardi came out. I've got a lot more ends to deal with there, but okay, I was checking to see. You could just hot glue a little pom. Yeah. Oh, making a mini one? Well, I suppose you could make a mini one, but oof. Let me see what Lisa said. Towel toppers? So towel toppers are one of your biggest sellers. So you do markets. That sounds wrong. I thought you did markets. You sold at markets. Are most of your markets at this time of year? Or are you kind of all over the whole year, Lisa? So what don't you like about making them, Linda? I would love to know. Yeah, Linda, I am positive I have a little bag of those little tiny poms from Dollar Tree. The question is if I still have it or if I gave it to my granddaughter. Because that girl loves pom-poms. And I think my grandson is past the stage where he would eat them. But like I said, this is an entry because I already had an entry with the hat pattern. But, oh, and I was giving you ideas of people who, random acts of kindness. Again, something more winter themed is kind of nice because then you don't have to worry so much. It wouldn't necessarily have to be an ornament. This could be an emotional support sweater. But anyway, I'm just kidding. I know people do that. Okay. You do year round. Okay. So you sell towels with towel toppers because yes, my next door neighbor at my townhouse, not here, but at my townhouse, she this is before I was crocheting again, because I didn't start crocheting again until I was in this house. But she made towel toppers and gave me a couple. I still have them. They're great. Yeah, Linda, I will. I think this definitely needs a little white sparkly or green sparkly palm. I think it would just, it doesn't, it is good enough as it is, but that would make it like perfect. I can push it out and make it nice and round. And it can sit like that. And there's my minis for the moment. Oh, it wasn't something specific. It just wasn't something you ended up loving. I get that. I'm going to mention this. I have now started what is blocking my way here? Oh, okay. Trying to put my scissors back and there's something in the way. And then my big, huge, fat Sharpie. I use that to block out addresses. I have 2 packages I need to get sent out on Tuesday. I think 2. Wow, that's awesome, Lisa. 3 times a week. Wow, you must crochet all the time when you're not working, right? To keep enough materials. What do they call it? Inventory? Stock? Dishcloths and pot holders. Yeah. So disabled people. So my friend that loved the dishcloth from Camille's dishcloth, the Nitty Gritty dishcloth by Camille. I made it out of this very thin. They claimed this was a DK. I disagree with that assessment. That's a 2 at most, right? What size needles? Because they don't show hook. What size needles do they use for a DK weight? Normally, a 3 weight yarn. Because this is saying 3.5 millimeter needles. That does not seem like what you would use with DK. Anyway, I made it out of a different color, but the Nitty Gritty dishcloth, because my friend has an autoimmune disorder, she can't grip more than maybe like this. So she needs it thinner, and she really liked the texture because she felt like the texture of that washcloth cleaned really well without her having to like squeeze it really tight. But yeah, this thin yarn was great for her. So it's interesting how with different disabilities, have different needs. So she needed her dishcloth to be really thin, whereas somebody else might have this condition where they need it to be fat and chunky to hold on to. So everybody's a little different. And what was I going to say? Crochet, I do have a lot of yarn sometimes. Do you, with the towel toppers, you don't do, yeah, Camille, she was saying 3 times a week, up to 3 times a week, that you do 2 tables. Okay. With the dish towel toppers, what what type of yarn do you use? Obviously with pot holders specifically, it has to be 100% yarn, and dishcloth's probably at least 60% cotton? What did I say? Did I say 100% yarn? Oh my Lord, 100% cotton for pot holders. Anyway. You don't have a channel, do you? I mean, you don't have content on your channel, do you, Lisa? Do you have an Instagram or anything? Or just a YouTube supporter? Anyway, definitely do something from Camille's holiday challenge. The real size hat is fantastic, but this came out real cute. This came out really cute. Like I said, I almost wish I had done like some ribbing or something at the bottom just to kind of make it not look so much like a little crop top, but that's my tension. And I have no idea what I did wrong there, but I did something. That was me, not the pattern. That was 100% me. I can tell it was my mistake. I just don't know what I did. That's all right. It's like this, but like, look at how much fatter that is. I don't know. It's all right. It's cute. And whoever I give it to will love it, I'm sure. But enter that 4 more minutes. Red Heart yarn. A fast hook. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Are you pencil grip, Lisa? I bet you are, because pencil grippers are so fast. But I have to say, this little basket worked up so fast. I know it's hard to see, but there are actually 3 colors there. There's like a tan, and then like a off-white, and then the dark gray. But this was some of that limited edition. I was holding 2 together. Oh, see, it makes my hands dry. It's perfectly fine yarn, except I need to now use lotion. Yeah, the buffalo plaid. Yep. The buffalo plaid. Yep. You use an H. So this was an I. So you like the 5.0 millimeter. Well, whenever I get to 1,000 subscribers, Lisa, I'll schedule a live and I'll have a giveaway. And I have, well, I don't know where it is now. Before I say this, I'll have to make sure I have it. I have 2 of the exact same hooks. I have this one and the other one is copper, but they're both H. This one, the copper colored one, came from Ola Joe. I randomly won a giveaway in one of her lives. I was just there and chatting away, and she just, Nightbot picked me. Nightbot usually picks on me. So, I'm going to show you guys this to show something funny. Oh, get it to focus. Can you see the little teeth marks in that? Do you know when Missy did that? While I was using this hook. Missy Cat is the silliest cat ever. Yes, this metal hook. And the one I got from Deb, where the heck is that? I'm going to have to find that. This one's the copper. The one from Deb is bronze, I think. But yes, this is a gorgeous hook. But it's a little heavy. For some people, they like that weight in their hook. I don't know. Maybe I do need to. I don't know. My plan is to give one of them away because I got one from Deb and one from Ola Joe, and they're both H. They're both a size H. And I got a crochet hook. What are you, a Susan Bates or a boy hook, Lisa? Boy hook person or a Susan Bates person? I'm just putting stuff in places that they don't belong. That sounds really wrong. But it was one of my cats. Bit that bit that darn hook, the bamboo hook, while I was using it. Now this furls hook is a different wood and they don't bother this hook whatsoever. This one is also beautiful in a whole different way. This is a 9mm and I love it. This is probably my favorite hook. This is super light, but you can't use 9mm for everything, right? I have some jokes, but I'm not going to say any of them. All right. Let's see if I can find. Those are my bamboos and my furls. Where on earth is that hook? See, this is that cherry swirl like you have, Camille. It's like so hard because it's like so hard to get into stitches with that. And then my prim hook's in here. Well, it is definitely not there. I wonder if I have it in project bag, because that's the one I used. I used the one that Deb gave me because it's a beautiful color. I just wanted to show you the furls metal hooks. Let's see if it's in here. Oh, it sure is. It's in my project bag. There it is. There's the other one. Maybe it's gold tone. I don't know. And that's H as well. Oddly enough, this one feels just the tiniest bit lighter, but they are the same size hooks, so I don't know. It's probably just my head. Probably in my head. But yeah, if it was in my, these are my little Notion bags. I just use this while I drop my furls hook. Hey, there's the first drop of the night. And I probably should have already been done. See, it's 2 hours and 2 minutes. Lexi gave me this, and it looked like a really cool charm, but you can actually, there's a blade in there, so you can actually cut your yarn. Here, let me find something that's extra long. Let's do that. You can just, I'm going to have to find out where Lexi got this. You can just go like that, and then cut your yarn. So I keep it on, hooked on my Notions bag. She told me that after I opened it, because I didn't realize that. And that will go in my yarn scraps for amigurumi, because I don't waste yarn. I'm nuts. I'm literally ridiculous with that. Now this metal stuff, I'm not gonna, the metallic thread, I'm not gonna worry about, but anyway. Okay. Hi, Mona. I'm actually just about to go. You have a business page, Lisa. Okay. Email. I'm going to put my email. Lisa, this is for you. Email me a link to your business page because I would love to see it. And I will share if you want me to. What the heck is my email? That's, yeah. Yes, Mona, it's nice to see you. You're a boy hooks person. Okay. So like this. Like this. I mean, that's 10mm. I don't know if you use the big ones, but like the boy hook. That's a boy, right? Maybe not. I can't tell on that one, actually. This one is definitely a boy hook. Yeah, it says boy right on it. I think is this big one a boy? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It has no brand on it, so it's a fake boy if it's a boy. Oh, so many jokes coming in my head. I'm not going to say any of them. All right. All right. And that one has an S in it. Eventually, I'm going to get my email and my And my channel name, I'll get my email to be my channel name. I'm working on getting a business page for my channel on Facebook. I started the process on Instagram. And then I had a problem on trying to do it on Facebook because I'm goofy and I did it wrong. So anyway, so what I made was Camille's Creations hexi pattern, and then I turned it just mini and then did this so you could turn it into a Christmas ornament. And then I made her hat pattern, turned it into a Christmas ornament. And then this one I already had, but this one I'm using as a, I'm going to put little candies in it for my Secret Santa. Yes, it's definitely time. Yes, Linda, go ahead. And yes, I've already said 5, so you're good. You've stayed for plenty of my goodbyes. I'm definitely on the... Oh, man, that's hard. Non-weight bearing, I'm going to guess. If you're having a caretake, because yeah. Anyway, yes, you can. Good night to Linda. She's been very, 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 very helpful tonight. And this was my minis. And sleep well. And I will. Yeah, I just put my lotion on. I always keep a lotion here at my desk. This one just happens to be that. I don't know. What's your favorite lotion? No, I don't. See? My body's saying, did everyone I do? Like I did when I got the phone call the other day, and I just had to say, peace, I'm out. But not a lot. Okay, so she just needs a lot more support. Okay, got it. All right. No. To answer your question, Camille, no, I don't crochet up here. I do crochet in this chair. But I have I use this boppy that my daughter isn't using anymore. And so it's down lower. Here, I'll show you. It's down lower, and I will rest my elbows and crochet. I will say, from what I can tell, the Volare is better because it's a lot thicker, and you can put it like up a little bit higher. So like just a little bit higher would be better. But the boppy's helpful, but I also face this direction, which is toward my laptop. This desk, I don't typically crochet on the desk. To answer that question all the way, and more than you were even asking. Oh, it's all out of focus now. Sorry. There we go. But these were the other yarns I had to choose from too. We used 2 of the yarns, but there's the other 3 that I didn't end up using. And I don't know what happened to my Streamlabs. Perfect. That's perfect, Chuck. But right, that's why this boppy is going to be good enough for now, because it was free. My daughter didn't have anyone else to give it to, and obviously her friend that had the baby that I made the bleeping animal blanket for. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Ugh. She was getting a brand new one, because they do get squished down over time, especially because my grandson was a giant. That was the second child to be using it. So, but I do, yeah, that's why I would love a Volare pillow, but I don't see being able to invest in that. I mean, YouTube would have to be paying me enough to justify that. I don't see that happening anytime soon. And since I don't do markets or anything, yeah, it's probably a no. Oh, so you were really having a rough go. Well, hopefully, since it's just sneezing, you're not running a temperature or anything. I'm so impressed by Chuck finished. You finished a hat during a live. I finished a scarf during live. There you go. I love it. The bleeping animal blanket is perfect. Yes, that's how I feel about it. Okay. I really truly need to go within the next 5 minutes because then, yeah, I really truly should have gone about 10 minutes ago, but it is what it is. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with these two items. These are so cute. I mean, I'm not going to love doing the ends, but like I said, maybe I can do something interesting with that to make, I don't know. I'll play with it. Oh, and where was my phone when we need it with what I just said? All right. So, yes, hopefully, Camille, you are feeling 100% tomorrow. And that would be really good. And yeah, it's almost 10, but it definitely feels, yep. Oh, speaking of that, Chuck, I'm just going to say, yes, if I did a few more rounds, you could totally, and not sew that up, you could totally put that on a cat. Missy would love me. Not. Yes, you could if I didn't screw up right there. If you sealed up the bottom, you could make it a little holder like that, just like the stocking, right? And so you can make a little advent calendar out of these things. The hat would just have to hang upside down. You can make a little advent calendar out of these by closing up the bottom there. You could just do a whole bunch of minis. And then yes. Oh, yes, your dogs would love it. Oh, I want to see your dogs in a Camille hexi cardi. That would be fantastic. Fantastic. Be amazing. I would love it. You'll have to kind of figure out how it would go, though. I don't know. Over their back? Yeah, probably. Over their back and on their front legs. Yeah, probably. I want to see it if you do it, Chuck. All right, but everybody is ready to go. And that includes me. And Camille, take care of yourself. And hopefully you get some more entries. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if you could do it on the front, but I think you'd have to do it across the back. And then their arms through. Again, this is sealed up, but their arms kind of through. And I don't know if this would be dangling or if you would like end up pushing it back or something. I don't know. Imagine your little doggy in that. Choo-choo-choo. Okay, I am now getting slap happy like my granddaughter. Yes, that would be fantastic. Yeah, so what you would want to do is like your pattern, but then find a way to like maybe leave a gap in one, like do a chain or something for their ears, figure out the positions. And when you get to that row, make a set of chains instead of doing you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm losing my mind, but I think hopefully that makes sense. And we all need to sleep and take care of ourselves and adjust to the flippin' time change or the bleeping time change to go with the bleeping animal blanket. Anyway, you all are the best. Thanks for coming in. And can I get an amen? Hugs to everyone.